I'm not sure when it started feeling like a race, but somewhere along the way, it did. You scroll for a minute, then everyone you know moves forward, and you're just watching, trying not to compare, but we're comparing anyway, because it feels like there's a certain way of life we should be living right now. In a world where success is printed in our pockets, it becomes easy to question where you stand, and whether you're falling behind. My name is Eliza, and I'm a third-year media production student at Bournemouth University. The purpose of this documentary is to explore how social media shapes university students' perceptions of making it in life, and whether these expectations reflect the reality of their experiences. I got in touch with a few people, and I wanted to hear more about their experiences, so I went to meet them.
Hi, I'm Emily Ansona. I'm a media production year 2 student. It's going pretty well so far.
My name is Charlie Saban, and I'm 19 years old, and I'm a second year multimedia journalism student here.
What do you think social media portrays as success?
Depends on the person of social media. There's people who are like, oh, to be successful you must earn £1 million every year in Dubai. It's like, is that success? I mean, it's your version of success. I don't know if it's my version of success.
How often do you use social media?
So I think I go on Instagram every day, and I had a look at my screen time just while I was waiting, and it really ranges from about 5 minutes on some days, and then some days it was about 2 hours and more.
And is there anything that influences the amount of time that you are on social media on certain days?
I think maybe it's sometimes when I post, so I take a lot more time creating a story and selecting the music and selecting the photos that I want to do on my Instagram story.
Do you think that people show the entire reality of their lives online?
God, no, definitely not. It's I'm of the firm belief you can't make something post online without putting it through a filtered lens and view of, like, you know what you're doing. You can't be like, oh, here's my morning coffee. Yeah, you also set up a camera and put your makeup on, and it's probably not even the morning, really. So it's not reality. It's filtered.
And would you say that other people's opinions or how people view you on social media influence the way that you live your day-to-day life?
I think in the long run, in terms of like fitness, it would definitely be viewed and noticed by people. So if I said that I don't know, I did like a run today, posted it on Instagram, but then in the future I don't run anymore, I think people would then definitely notice.
Do you feel any pressure to achieve milestones by a certain age?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'd like to get a job at least by 24, ideally. I have aspirations and I have ambitions. I'd say a bit. If my friend has a job, I'm probably gonna be like, oh, maybe I should get a job now. Like I wouldn't say comparing, but I guess pressure is kind of the right word. It's like, oh, I probably should do that by now.
What are some of the realities of social media that you feel are not addressed?
Like we said earlier, sometimes the bad days aren't posted really. Sometimes you don't know when somebody's struggling because the rest of their social media feed looks so good.
Where do you think the pressure comes from of people wanting to conform to a certain stereotype within social media itself?
Social acceptance. I mean, it's the. I mean, not to get like evolutionary and scientific, but humans are they're like pack animals. They crave social attention. That's why we are humans, because we evolved to be social and to communicate with the other monkeys in our funny little pack. It's basic. It's a basic human. Like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's basic to have social interaction and social acceptance.
From these interviews, it seemed that the interviewees did not feel significantly affected by social media and generally described themselves as unbothered. However, this raised an important question: whether these individual experiences reflect a wider experience or if there may be underlying pressures that are not always openly expressed. To explore this further, I looked at a larger set of responses collected through a survey to understand how students more broadly perceive the success and the influence of social media. I distributed a survey to people my age, including university students and those figuring out life after uni, resulting in 87 respondents. The aim was to gather a broader understanding of perspectives on success and the pressures of social media. The results suggested that social media does play a role in shaping how students perceive success, but not always in a straightforward manner. 74% of respondents said that they have felt left behind in life due to what they see on social media. This suggests that social media can influence self-perception, particularly in relation to achievement, lifestyle, and progress. 49% of these individuals claim to sometimes compare their lives with what they see on social media, with 5 respondents comparing their lives all the time. When asked, what does making it in life look like to you? One of the most noticeable patterns in the data was a strong focus on stability and happiness. This suggests that students do not necessarily define making it in terms of extreme wealth or fame, but rather in terms of balance, stability, and personal fulfillment. However, this does not mean that social media has no influence. While students may describe success in realistic terms, they are still consistently exposed to idealized lifestyles online, which can shape expectations in more subtle ways. For example, even if success is defined as being happy or having a stable job, social media may influence what happiness or stability is expected to look like. This suggests that the pressure created by social media may not always be directly acknowledged, but can still exist behind the scenes. Students may say they feel fine or define success in realistic ways, while still experiencing comparison or internal pressure by what they see online. Overall, the findings from the interviews and the survey suggest that while students define success in realistic ways, social media may still be playing a role in shaping expectations and pressure. Maybe the problem was never where we are, but the way success is constantly being defined. Because behind every milestone we scroll past, there are countless moments we don't see. The uncertainty, the pressure, and the in-between. And for many, that's where life happens. Not everything is instant, not everything is visible, but that doesn't make it any less meaningful. Moving at a different pace doesn't mean not moving at all. For many, success exists in the quieter moments, unshared and unseen, and sometimes that's enough.